Welcome to Esports Evolved. My name is James Leith. Attention is the currency of performance. I'm going to tell you where I got that from. Do you read? This is a great time in our culture to be a reader. Most people are very quick to say, I don't read, or I don't have the time. I have a different idea for you. Be a reader. Set aside time to improve your mind and learn some ideas that will set you apart from those around you. A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. It's pretty good, right? I first ran across this quote when reading A Dance with Dragons by George R.R. Martin. I learned a long time ago that reading is like borrowing someone's brain and consuming all the information that they worked so hard to accumulate and organize over months or even years. And then I get to acquire that information in a much shorter period of time. Well, I have two books that I think you're going to love. The first book is about improving your perspective in life. This book is called The Obstacle is the Way: The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph. It's written by Ryan Holiday. Hugely popular in the NFL a couple years ago. It's based on Stoic philosophy of learning to control your emotional reactions to things that happen to you in life. Here are some of the chapter titles. The Discipline of Perception, right? You got Recognize Your Power, Alter Your Perspective, Finding the Opportunity. These are great things for you as a gamer to be able to up your game. And in fact, I ran across this in just researching this, and I keep my books and I'll reread them, you know. But on page 133 it says, always prepare ourselves for more difficult times. Always accept what we're unable to change. Always persevere. Always submit to a greater, larger cause. Always remind ourselves of our own mortality. These are things that I'm not going to come up with on my own. And so I grab a book and I learn, and Ryan Holiday has it in there for me. So The Obstacle is the Way. I highly recommend it as a gamer. The second book is one of my favorites, Legacy by James Kerr. It's a great book for team managers, coaches, captains. You want a great culture? You have to work for it. Complexity has a great culture, but it didn't happen on accident. Kerr talks about lessons on leadership, character, expectations, how to handle pressure, how to keep a cool head. One of my favorite chapters in here is on pressure. And he talks about a blue head compared to a red head or a hot head, right? Keeping a cool composure no matter what happens. It's talking about controlling your attention. And it's where I got the idea that your attention is the currency of your performance. In here he talks about this. He says, pressure is an expectation, scrutiny, and a consequence. Under pressure, your attention is either diverted or on track. If you're diverted, you have a negative emotional response, and it's unhelpful. That means you're stuck and you're overwhelmed. How many times as a gamer do you feel like you're just stuck or overwhelmed? Well, you don't have to be that way, but you have to be intentional about what you put into your brain so that way you can actually function when those situations arise. It says, on the other hand, if your attention is on track, you have situational awareness and you can execute accurately. You are clear and you adapt and you overcome. These are lessons that you can find in a book. So be a reader. Learn from others while others fail to learn. As always, don't let life just happen. Be intentional, and we'll see you on the main stage. Hey, if you like what you heard today, some other stuff. You know. Click it. Just click it.